And welcome back to Fields to Skylines. Let's play The White Farm, Episode 2. So we are still in August. It's the morning time. If you didn't see the first episode, check it out. It talks about why we made what we're doing. We swapped out Kit, why we swapped Kit out, why we kept Kit, why we started how we started. So go ahead, check that out. Otherwise, we are going to move forward. Dog needs some food. Fill that up. All right. There he is. Look at the guy. He's happy. All right. First thing we're going to do is, before we jump into it, is we're going to update settings. Like we started with some basic settings for the reasons in the first episode, but now we're going to go ahead, move it to normal. I'm going to keep traffic off. I'm not a big fan of all of that. I think that's pretty much the only thing. Crop destruction. I always leave this off because I'm afraid AI is going to destroy stuff. But we will try to act like it's turned on. Heavy dirt. We start our engines. Fuel usage normal. AI doesn't refuel anything. So there we go. Settings are set. Busy August. So August is probably going to span many episodes because, well, there's a lot of work to do. If we take a look here at our map and we go ahead and flip it over to growth, and this will load, we'll see fields 2 and 3 need harvesting. This needs to get mowed. All these jobs are important because mowing is going to create hay for our cows, and these will create straw, and the barley field will feed our chicken. So it's important we get this all done. Plus, we're going to have, if we look at our growing schedule, we're going to want to plant barley in September. We are not going to plant field 3, but we will replant barley in here, so we need to at least get this field ready to go. And if we take a look, it is sandy loam and silty clay. I don't know what that means. I haven't researched it yet. Before we get too far, I will look into what some of that stuff means. Like I said, I've never played this precision farming stuff before. But as of right now, these fields look like their pH is pretty good. It might need just a little bit. These might need a little hit. We'll see. We'll go through the exercises. And then if we look at nitrogen, they're all going to need a lot of fertilizer when we're done. So yeah, so that's kind of the plan for August. August will be a lot of episodes, but like I start every morning, I start by taking care of my animals, making sure they have food and whatever they need. I don't have any food to give to the chickens yet. That'll come on harvesting. But up in the bale storage, we do have some straw and some hay that I am going to give to the cows before we begin the rest of our day. Jump in here. Start this tractor up. Kind of plain realistic, but I am not going to be so realistic that I'm going to let engines warm up for periods of time. As you can see, I haven't maintained or did anything like the maintenance on any of our gear. So that'll be coming at some point. I feel like I'm going to just run it down a little further and then go ahead and maintain stuff. So yep, so this is bale storage in here. You drop bales here, they start to get stored in this back area over here. I don't know how far they'll come out. Like it says it holds 200 and storage, pallets and bales. I think it holds like 250. If you see there in the bottom right, it says 250. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab all 3 hay. We are going to grab them on this thing. Look at that. There we go. And we're going to go and drop these off for the cows to eat. I'm not going to do it through the feed thing. I will mix my TMR through the TMR silo here. But as of now, I'm just dropping hay in. I know it's only 80%, but that's what we got. And it'll be all right until we are ready to start doing some real TMR. Oh, this tractor has a few cameras. Look at that. Don't know when that one is going to be in handy, but alright. So I'm going to go get this last hay bale, then I'll go ahead and put straw in. Don't have to blow straw in this barn, which is nice. At least I find it nice. Don't have to buy a straw blower. Or have to rent one. Although there are a few reasonably priced ones. For me, the pain was always having to get the straw bale into the container, and if you have one, like I do a lot big bales, if you know, big bales, big round bales are a little harder to fit into some of those things, so there we go. So we're getting some food. Now we're gonna go get the straw, and that'll hold them over at least until this field over here to our right gets hayed. And that will be on our list to do for August as well. When we're done with the cows, the chickens, like I said, we don't have any chicken feed. I'm then going to water the garden and get that garden going. Now, again, since I'm doing like realistic, it'd be like, well, yeah, you're going to grow the most valuable, profitable things to sell. And that I am not going to do because, in all honesty, I'm not doing this to just do a money run. I'm thinking about like how the farms around me are that, you know, have like little farmer markets or like little displays in their driveways of what they sell. And I don't see too many of them selling mixed salads, but I do see them selling things like honey and tomatoes and stuff like that. I see them selling jams and just homemade type things from what they grow in their gardens and whatnot. So I'm kind of split between tomatoes and lettuce for just to sell those, not to turn them into mixed anything, or growing strawberries to turn into jams. And I think that's the path I'm going to go, just because it's part of this map. The jams thing is kind of different. I think I'm going to just start with that to begin with, just to give it a, you know, see how it plays out, how that mechanism, that production kind of works. And I could totally see like going to a farm and there being a lot of jam or stuff like that. Even honey, but I'm not going to put bees out. Maybe a little later in this playthrough, but not right away. So if we go ahead and go down, you can see straw is pretty good. We're almost half full in food. So that should hold over. There's only 5 cows, so that should be a lot of food for the cows. I'm going to go ahead and get some water for the garden. I don't know how many fill-ups it's going to take to water this garden. I don't really know. I haven't looked at how much water it needs. I know it's just water. Sometimes they need straw or other things. This one is just water. And since we have that pond there, we can get it free. I don't know if I take water from this pond, if the water level is going to go down and it's just going to disappear. I would think it doesn't. But I always take the free water over the pay for water. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and probably turn strawberries on and do production of strawberry. I think they call it strawberry preserves in here, jam. Yeah, I might move that milk thing just so there's more room to kind of through here. All right. So we filled up one. Where's productions? Here we go. Let's go strawberries. And then let's go ahead and distribute them. And that should send them off to that little production building. And from there, once we have some in there, I'll turn it on to start producing jam. Let's go ahead and refill this real quick. I guess it only took, I don't know, did this hold 5,000 or 6,000? 6,000 liters. Yeah, so it holds a little bit more than 6,000 liters. It had 1,000 left, so these things hold 5,000 liters of water. So that's good. I don't think we'll have to be running to fill them too quickly, but I don't know what the cycles are on them. All right, job done. I'm going to see if I can't sneak this in over here. Yeah, see, this is why I don't like traffic, because I'm a terrible driver. Don't have the steering wheels like the PC guys have. Getting there. So close. There we go. That was way more difficult than it should have been. All right, drop that off there. Let me get that other production going. And again, let's get it distributing. I'm not going to turn this on until I see some strawberries in here. So like strawberry jam just needs 10 strawberries to get 8 jams. I have no idea what they sell for. We get 2 strawberries for 1 water. There's 384 cycles, so we should be getting over 700 strawberries a month. So that's good. And then let's go take a quick peek at strawberry jam. Now, the other thing is I'm not going to hold and store stuff until peak selling time. If it's some type of item that probably, so it's over 1,000. That's not bad. August, lowest it could be. So that's perfect. if it's a product that could go to waste. Like eggs, you can't store eggs for a year; they'll go bad, right? So when I have enough eggs to sell, I'll sell them. I don't care if it's a peak price or not. Same with milk. Same with these, like the jam preserves. You can kind of do that, but realistically, you're going to try to sell them all throughout the year. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's all I'm going to do with this tractor for now. I am going to start mowing next. We're going to mow the field. Then we're going to let it dry while we harvest. Once we're done harvesting, we'll then tether. And then we'll probably bale the straw. And then we'll row and bale the hay. That is the plan for all the work. I don't think that'll be all in this episode. Like I said, I'm trying to keep these episodes fairly... I don't want them to be too long. You know, I'll probably show a little bit of the stuff. I might do some... you know, time lapses or jump cuts, stuff like that. Hopefully I don't have this one set to mulch. One of the fears of... We'll know pretty quickly. Yeah, there's grass coming out. So there we go, we're mowing. Alright. So like I said, I like the big tires. I'm probably going to take the big tires off this guy after I do this job. Also, I'm not against hiring AI guys to help out. But for now, I don't really need them. I know playing at 1 speed, I have plenty of time to get all this work done. Just gotta crack on and do it. But yeah, so I'm gonna mow this early in the morning. We'll let it sit in the field with the sun baking on it, dry it. We'll then tether it up. After harvesting, then we'll go out and bale all of the straw, maybe even mulch the fields, and then row and bale. We'll see. I mean, that's kind of realistic, right? You're going to let the hay dry as much as possible. So, nice thing, these fences, you can kind of drive through some of the fences, which, again, plays right into my strengths of a terrible driver. We'll do a couple headlands around this field, and then we'll go ahead and we'll maybe do 3, and then we'll go into rows. Find mowing, it's not as important as a pattern as like when you row. Yep, so we're harvesting. It looks, the colors look okay. They kind of look like what we were expecting. Although as we harvest, it looks like that's the yield we're seeing in the lower corner. So those yields are right in the middle. That's to be expected. These fields haven't really been worked on, but we'll work on them. We're gonna lime them, and then we'll get them fertilized. And just try to get that up to the top as best we can. Like I said, I've never done precision farming, so I really am not sure. I'm probably going to try to do some reading on it here at the end of August before I flip it into September off camera. I'll just go and read through all of that material and see, like, so like stuff I've been reading online, it's kind of all over the place. Watch a couple videos, and it's just, again, all over the place. So yeah, so I think we'll finish up mowing here in a time lapse. So that's what we will do We will time lapse the mowing, and then I will jump back on here once the mowing is done. Mowing is done. We're going to go ahead and fix the header and the harvester, and then start the harvest while we let the grass there dry in the day's sun. So, like I said, we have some barley, and on the other field I believe is wheat to go ahead and harvest. Again, we'll probably do a few headlands along with time lapse into the two fields. Let's go ahead and repair this header. I don't know how much it'll cost. It's 50%. So it's telling me it's 305. Oh, that's all day long. I'm not fixing that or any of that stuff. All right. So we're fixed up. We're gonna go ahead and just put this right over here. Turn off. We'll go ahead and fix up the harvester. This could be pricey. Let's take a look. Oh no, not bad at all. Almost just under 2,000. $1,949. That's not bad at all. Alright, so we'll go ahead and fix that up. Let's go pick up the header. on. We want to enable straw. Right, and here we go. Yeah, like I said, this field we're gonna replant barley. Just, you know, food for chickens. And then eventually, well, the straw as well is important. Yeah, yield on here is not very good at all. Look at that. It's in the orange. One up in the green. But yeah, so barley's good for feeding chickens. Eventually, when we have a good storage of barley to chickens, we'll probably put a different crop in here. You know, I like doing soy. I like corn. Like, I like doing different types of crops that make sense. Like, I won't be doing cotton on this map, just because cotton doesn't grow where I live. Too cold. So yeah, but yeah, all the other like realistic crops like olives, grapes won't be doing either. Those aren't really, although I have seen people trying to grow grapes around where I live. And in the summer you can get by with it. It's just in the winter you don't get any growth, and you really have to protect them from dying and things like that. So so yeah, so while this is cracking on, let me know down below in the comments if there's anything you would like to see planted once we are full go. I might, because of the popcorn factory, do corn in that big field once we pull the wheat out, or just keep corn in the field that it already is in. I'm thinking about combining the potato field and the wheat field together. At some point, maybe potatoes, just because of the French fry factory. But potatoes, man, I've never done potatoes, so maybe that fits in with this Let's Play. You know, trying to do things outside my comfort zone. So, a potato kit is pricey and it's a lot of work. But hey, I've never shied away from a lot of work. So maybe we'll do potatoes. That kit is pricey. So potatoes, but it'd have to be a little later. So other crops, like I said, soy, corn, canola. Some sorghum. Oats are good, like, jump crop from like a plant late, you know, in like spring, early spring, plant oats, harvest them early, and then you got a field ready for barley or wheat. But yeah, we'll see where we go. But for now, I know this one's just going to be barley until we can get a good amount for our chicken. I don't know how many chickens that coop holds, but I intend on having it full. I know we hold 45 cows. I intend on having all 45 of those cows full. You know, I could eventually too start planting things that the pigs will need. When we want to start bringing pigs in, I'll have to figure out what foods are good for the pigs. So this is a little L-shaped field. I'm going to finish off this little piece here, and then just treat the other part as the main part of the field. So we're 60% full on the part that we've harvested. I don't remember how much this harvester holds. I should have done some research. Like I said, I'm playing a bunch of kit I've never played before. It's all kind of fun. It's making me feel like I'm new to the game, even though I've been playing the game for about a year. I wish I would have found it sooner, or FS19 or some of the older games, but I didn't. But I am taking advantage as much as I can. Hi, dog. I'm glad you're out in the field, but please don't get in the way of this combine. You will not like it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, probably pop this into a time lapse or maybe even jump cut. But again, let me know down below in the comments what you think we should grow in this field once we have a good amount of barley stored up for our chickens. And I will see you once this job is done. So just about finishing up this first field. We filled the harvester twice, and it looks like we might get about 50%, a little more than 50% filled. Fed some chickens already with the first batch, so the chickens are good to go. They're not starving anymore. But yeah, this first field is our first harvest, and you can see in the bottom corner there, it's pretty orange, so the field's not in the greatest of shapes, but it is what it is. And we will hopefully be able to figure out how to fix some of those precision farming issues. But yeah, you can see it took about just after 10 o'clock on game time. I don't know, we started this sometime in around 9:15, 9:20, I think, I don't know. So we're cranking her along. We will go ahead and finish this up and then jump over to the wheat field and harvest that. See you in a bit. I think we're finishing up this last field. I think we're going to end this episode here. August is going to be, like I said, a longer month. We still have to tether, obviously, that grass field, row it, bale all of this, mulch. Probably going to have to do some liming yet this month. So yeah, lots to get done. So we'll end it here with this harvesting, and then we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.